Welcome back to Fox 8 News in the morning. We're getting blasted with more snow this morning, but as Scott has been talking about this all week, we are expecting quite a warm-up this weekend. So the question is, how do you prepare your home for all that melting snow and ice that's just building in our front yards this morning? We are joined now by Chris Camus from Absolute Roofing out in Parma, and I'm looking at the pile of snow on your car. I can't imagine what the drive is like out there this morning.
It was pretty treacherous coming in this morning.
Pretty treacherous. Okay, I took the dogs out yesterday and I took a look at my roof, and I could not believe I had about 6 inches of ice just built up along the gutter. Explain to me, why does this happen, and why do we see all these big, thick icicles hanging down?
Well, what you're seeing, Tracy, is ice damming. And ice damming happens when you have heat loss from your house into your attic, and it melts off the ice and snow.
And we're actually looking at a graphic here of how this whole process works.
Right, and what it does is it melts the water down and takes it to the cold part by the gutter, and it refreezes, and it causes a dam. And as the snow continues to melt off, the water has no place to go, and it gets inside the house.
Okay, so what do we do? I mean, do we get up there and knock down the icicles? I know that can be really dangerous, and probably leave it to the professionals. Or can those icicles actually pull the gutters off the home?
Absolutely. Those icicles can be hundreds of pounds. And I would not recommend a homeowner doing that.
Right.
If they do want to do that, I would first recommend that they remove as much snow as possible from the roof so they don't have any more problems with the ice melt-off. And for that, we would use a snow rake. And a snow rake right here, this one is a Getty Wampamax snow rake.
Okay.
And basically what they would do is stand on the ground and pull the snow back off. You want to get as much snow off as possible first. Then you're going to expose your ice dam.
Okay, so can you adjust that handle to get way up there, or you just get as much as you can?
Yeah, this handle comes adjustable up to 30 feet.
Okay.
So you can reach just about any place.
Now, Chris, I'm taking one for the team. I have an extra pair of nylons that Margaret found in my desk. Now, this is crazy. What can you do with these?
Well, what you do with a nylon, and this is really interesting, is you can take it and you can fill it with calcium chloride.
Okay.
Just take some calcium chloride and fill it in, and then kind of tie it off. And you can lay it in your gutter. Once you clear out your ice dam, lay it in your gutter, and what's going to happen is when the water melts off there, it's going to hit the calcium chloride, and it's going to help prevent refreezing of your gutter. Very, very effective, and it's a great idea for the homeowner.
Okay, and what are some other things that you can do to prevent problems in the future? I mean, does insulation, ventilation play a big role in all of this?
It's extremely important to have correct insulation. In our area, R38 is the standard. Roof ventilation, again, extremely important. Absence of that, if you can't do that, have the roofer install what's called ice and water shield, which is a waterproofing membrane which would go up under your first course of shingles and behind your gutter to prevent any water from getting in should you have an ice dam that reoccurs. Also, there is what's called ice cables or ice melt cables, and this is really, if you don't have any other options, have these installed with a thermostat, which will turn on when needed and turn off when needed.
Do you have a feeling you're going to be probably pretty busy this weekend?
We're going to be extremely busy this weekend. We've been extremely busy for the past 2 weeks clearing off ice dams.
Okay, Chris, we want to thank you so much for your time. I know it was rough out on the roadways. Chris Camus from Absolute Roofing out in Parma. Nice to see you. Some great ideas to prevent future problems. So thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.